Hello everybody and welcome to our third video review. Today we're going to be watching Leo play some Mercy for us at the Diamond level. So this rank is a little bit higher than what we've seen in our past video review, so it should be interesting to watch. It looks like we're running a fairly standard dive comp into this, and I actually really enjoy playing Mercy into dive comp. I like pocketing Winston, especially when it's a good Winston that uses his jumps to get you nice and high into the air where you can kind of just float above him. You help him stay alive for such a long time. So actually, I would have probably dove in up here with Winston. I'd have asked him to save his jump and get nice and high in the air. That way I could support him while he's up here. I would not have stayed back with our Zarya. That way you probably could have damage boosted, maybe gotten a couple of kills right away, because a few of your team did go in, and if you'd have been there with a little extra damage boost, you might have actually been able to get a kill. I do understand why you stayed back, though. That's not a bad thing for Mercy to do. But with a Winston, if you can get in the air, do it. It makes his life so much easier. Now, I'd have stayed on Winston there and continued healing. You might have been able to get your res up in time to pick up those two people that died, because he's taking so much damage. It tends to fill up your ticker pretty quickly. When you're healing something like a Winston or a Roadhog, kind of think of it as unlimited res, because they take so much damage. They're such a big health pool for you to get your ult from. With this comp, you really don't have any DPS you need to pocket. It's mainly going to be Winston as your primary, and then Zarya as your secondary, with a Tracer and a Genji. They should be fairly self-sufficient in kind of taking care of themselves, or Lucio can kind of hang out near them, so that way he can top them off fairly easily. He can't top off the tanks as quickly as you can. Lucio's. I would have liked to see you call that out a little bit sooner than you did. Good res. I can't hear your voice on here, so I don't know if you called out that you were going to res that or not, but when you do have people behind the enemy line, it's always a good thing to call out that you're going to res them. That way they know and can get out of there if they happen to be surrounded. Okay, you have to stay on Winston, follow him out. Oh, Junkrat tire. So, with the Junkrat tire, it's always going to come find you. That, to me, is something that I just expect it to come and find me and kill me. So if I have res, I try to get to a really good hiding spot. Or if I don't have res, I try to draw it away from my team. That way, I'm certain it'll only kill me. There's not a whole lot you can do about it, though. That beat drop a few seconds sooner would have been really nice. Probably would have saved your Genji.
Mercy, get Mercy.
Yep, just keep healing Zarya, Oh, if you'd have stayed there and just kept healing her, you'd have had that res sooner and wouldn't have had to take that risk of having to shoot Tracer. A better Tracer could have probably one-clipped you, and stopped you from getting in there. Next time, just kind of take the risk, and kind of creep around that edge and get those extra few seconds on Zarya to bring her back.
Yeah. I'm done.
Bye, Winston. Just fall back, wait for your team. So I'm assuming we switched off with a Winston. Where do we go, D.Va? Okay. D.Va's a good choice. D.Va's another great ult source for you. That mech takes a lot of damage.
I'm eating whole hog.
But she doesn't have as much protection for you, I don't think, as Winston does because of the bubbles. Her defense matrix is great. But D.Va's not going to go up in the air as high as a Winston will from movement for you. Sometimes they will.
That Roadhog didn't die.
Oh, Roadhog.
We took one hit.
You almost have res again, that's good.
I couldn't fucking go to Lucio.
What was your Lucio doing up there? You are not DPS Lucio. I would have checked to see how close Lucio was to another beat drop. He might have been worth a solo res there.
Okay, I got ult.
I got stuck as baby diva. That wasn't done.
So Reaper's gonna come in and ult everything. Yeah, if Lucio had beat drop there, I would have rezzed him. But I'm assuming he didn't. That is something I'd like to see you do a bit more of. It's actually press down on that D-pad and check your ults. Check your team's ults. See what they have. Keep an eye on that. But it looks like you guys have this point. There's somebody on it contesting. Oh, Reaper. Power boost that Diva bomb just in case. It's never gonna hurt anything unless your Diva's taking a ton of damage, or baby Diva is. There you go. Overall, that was a fairly clean round. Not too bad at all. Your team is doing a really good job with their positioning and kind of keeping an eye on you for the most part. I saw you get a couple of Zarya bubbles there. I think they're in your group, which is nice. You have a Zarya that's actually looking out for you. But yeah, with the positioning that your team had, it allowed you to kind of utilize them and get around pretty well. You also really didn't have anybody focusing you too terribly hard, which is always nice as Mercy. So you didn't have to do a ton of running or escaping. There was only a couple of times that you actually had some people come back and focus you.
Well, I have like another account that I'm going to play on. I have a lot of accounts on that.
Alright, I'm going forward and up to the mid.
This is like my main.
Reaper's there. Lucio.
Third hog is low. Down more.
Okay, the Tracer's got our eyes on you.
I got you, man. I got you, man. May or may not have.
Lucio's got you. Get down there and get that critical. There you go. Go to your Diva. Nice. Stay with your Diva until she's topped off. Grab your Genji. Back on Diva. And tell Diva, hey, back up, back up. I'd have been making that call when she... With Divas, a lot of the times, if you're healing them, they tend not to realize how much damage they can still take. So I try to tell them, hey, you know, put up your defense matrix, don't take damage for a minute, let me get you, let me get your health up, kind of a thing. That way they can stay in the fight a little bit longer. Fly out of there. Nice. Fly back up. Reaper. Fly away. I don't like Reapers. Nice. Grab that critical. Crap. Okay, we have Reds here. We do have a Tracer on us. She's actually focusing you this round, which is kind of good on her part. Get to your Zarya. Get back to your Zarya if you can. Go.
Alright, she's down.
Good job. Nice job avoiding the Tracer. Your team did a really good job in helping you out there. They had really good positioning. Your Zarya came to your rescue, which meant the Tracer had to really... Oh, getting ulted by Reaper. So much fun. Your Tracer had to really focus on not dying to Zarya because Zarya was sticking on her, and it allowed you to kind of move all over the map, keep your Zarya up, and avoid getting killed there, which was good. Unfortunately, Reaper came over and solo ulted you. I'm sure he was trying to get Zarya as well, but feels bad, man. I'd have made the call to pull Tracer back, because now you guys are staggered, you're already down one.
Not up top, it's back on their side somewhere.
You kind of have to pause the fight unless you get a super quick pick.
It's outside.
Nope, now you're down two. Tracer should be coming back soon. You got one. Oh, your Tracer went.
I got it. I got
Fair there.
It's down.
Heal your Diva. Yep. Nice. Make the call. Tell everybody to stay together. There you go. So whenever I see somebody trying to run away like Genji was, I tend to yell at them and tell them to stay there. Because if he'd have made it away and somebody would have chased him and killed him far enough away that you couldn't reach him with the res, that would have been a problem for you. Because you still would have been down. Be so careful flying directly back into a Reaper's face. I have done it. It is, you're trying to escape, and I understand it. But the closer you get to him, the more damage he does, and he will just one-shot you right in the face on your way by. Try to avoid it, if at all possible.
We gotta push him, we gotta touch point. Touch point, touch point.
You should have been close enough to get that. Oh, Reaper. Yeah, you didn't have res yet. There's no reason to be hanging back that terribly far. If you had been close enough to get that sound barrier, you might not have died to the Reaper that was flanking you, and you would have had res. But your team is doing a really good job of cleaning up on point. And you're coming back with res now, which is good. I'd like to see a little damage boosting. It's something that I need to work on more myself. But you could do just a touch more damage boosting, especially in overtime. I mean, you've got a bunch of full health targets, which don't at this moment.
Look at the Lucio, but...
Yeah, I got the one side covered as soon as he gets over here.
Almost got res again, nice.
Hold on.
Keep looking to your left, keep checking to your left, and check up, left and up. You never know what might be coming to you.
Let's pop with it. See the Reaper, you see the Reaper?
It's one way to get rid of the Symmetra and all of her turrets and her. Totally worth it. That D.Va came for you. I hate it when D.Va comes for me because she can so easily body block you in there. I understand why you stayed up there. High ground is typically really nice, but I'm pretty sure the Symmetra told them that you were up there. I hope you called out that Reaper was on the left there.
I got him made now.
Because I can't hear your voice.
They're going into full stall, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, tell Zarya to go forward. Tell her to go forward and dive. She's gonna do it. Get out of there. Something's shooting you in the back.
I'm eating it. Kill him.
Tracer just chased you around. Yeah, you kind of stood there for a little while and let her get some shots into you. I'm actually surprised she didn't kill you that first little set. If those would have all been headshots, you'd have died. You should have been moving just a little bit sooner, but that's just reaction time. But your team is doing you a lot of good just with their positioning, and the Zarya is really keeping an eye on you, which is fantastic to have. Makes your life so much easier. Junkrat. Damage boost the Junkrat. We're starting to damage boost some stuff here, but more the soldier is good.
Look at him!
But Junkrat is going to get a lot of bang for his buck just because it's a lot of what I call trash damage for the most part, just flinging that stuff in their general direction.
Tracer's out.
Grab him! I hate that when you can't get a hold of the right target right away.
Let's get you back out.
I thought you were gonna get pushed off the map right there.
Behind Tracer.
Did someone call for a lift? Ich bin da. My damage spell is upon you.
Alright, let me know if they're coming, Quan. I can just boot them off.
So keep in mind that if there's a character that you want to help get ult really fast, damage boosting them while they're actually doing damage to something makes them get their ult faster. Oops. Bye, soldier.
Reaper.
I'm hoping he just fell off and didn't just decide to jump off the map because he thought the fight was over. I mean, you still have res. The fight's probably over at this point, though. Yeah, I mean, you lost your Zarya, and then Soldier kind of popped off the map. There wouldn't have been a good point in rezzing there, so I'm glad that you didn't. You guys are still holding down the point though, so that's good. The team hasn't managed to take it yet. They should have pushed a bit harder when they had you dead, or fly in there if you can. There you go. Watch out for Reaper.
Mercy is still alive. No, he one-tapped me, bro. Oh, just one-tapped me. Look at that. Oh, let me see that.
I would have damage boosted the Junkrat into that. Probably instead of shooting, because that would have been more damage than what your pistol can do.
Zarya's coming in solo, that's nice.
There's their res, back out of there.
Wow. That name.
Damage boost Diva.
Into the corner. I mean, I kind of wasted her ultimate.
I love it when Lucio's trying to boot me off. Watch out for Reaper. Might be close to ult again. You're close to res. Oh no!
No.
Diva should have defense matrixed you there if she had it.
She was hiding behind the wall.
Doesn't matter, they didn't stay on point apparently.
I like had silvers and gold.
Too busy chasing you around off point.
There's no way I just won and I didn't get
So overall, really good gameplay. Nice positioning, nice movement.
Wow.
Your team was really good, and so that helped you out a hell of a lot. You also really didn't get focused the first round. The Tracer tried to focus you the second round, and then they were trying to get you a little bit more on the third round, which actually cost them the point because they chased you off of it. But your team did a really good job of protecting you and keeping you alive and helping you do your job. I would look, you had some beautiful reses, but I would also look towards maybe trying some more solo reses or tempo reses. I don't know that if you do that in your other games. This one, the only time that I think I probably would have solo res this game was the Lucio on the first point, but only if he had beat drop. Otherwise, I would have held it, which is what you did. Make sure you're checking and making sure what ults you have coming up. What your team has coming up, because that kind of lets you know, hey, if our Zarya has ult and our Diva has ult, well, that's something we can combo in this next fight, but hey, our Zarya just died. That's worth a solo res. Res the Zarya, that way you can, combo those ults. That's really something that I'd like to see you keeping track of. Being a good Mercy isn't just about healing and rezzing, although those are your obviously your two primary functions, but it's also about kind of keeping track of those ults and really thinking through, hey, what does my team need? What are they going to use? What would be helpful in this fight, and how can I help facilitate that and support that? But overall, not bad at all. Let me know if you have any questions.